So today we're talking about reputation marketing. I know this isn't important at all, so we're just going to gloss over it. What do you think?
It's been one of our keys.
I just want to make sure you were listening.
Yeah.
Reputation marketing is everything. So I want to just talk about it really because you hear this term reputation management all the time. And reputation management is, okay, so reputation management basically is this. You're out there checking for somebody saying something crappy about your firm and then you fix it. Okay, but that reputation marketing is something completely different. Reputation management is just focused on the negative. Okay, reputation is marketing is like, man, when you're doing something great, let's tell everybody.
Right.
Okay, that's what reputation marketing is about. Really is about the process of managing and influencing consumers' perception. I think that's the key to it. You have to influence the consumer's perception about your firm. You have to be better than all others in your marketplace or they don't choose you. Okay, and when you say something good about yourself, you know what people say? That's BS. That's a business owner saying it. But boy, when others say it about you, it kind of is magical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why does it make that much difference? Because you know what? You have a vested interest in saying it. They don't. They use your product or service. So it's really influencing consumer perception about your home inspection firm. So that's what it is. Okay, the goal is to highlight the positive qualities and promote those in a way so people choose you. I mean, that's all it is. We're going to promote the good things about reputation. We'll talk about what that means and where you can promote it. You know, it's a, okay, so here's what happens in reputation. Think about this. Do you get reviews now? Do you promote them? Okay, so you put them on Google My Business, but you know what? Our firm puts your reviews all over the internet, 9 other sites where people might be looking for a home inspector. Okay, so it's probably pretty important to take, we call a review a digital asset, to take those digital assets and put them someplace else, right?
Yeah.
Because not everybody counted to believe, and what Google will tell you, comes to Google first. You know, there's that handful of renegades that goes to Bing. You know, this, that, and the other, but you think 15% of the consumers go to Bing. How many people are in America? That's a lot of people going to Bing, isn't it? Or Yelp or Merchant Circle or any of these other places. You know, they're looking for people. And our goal is to dominate the search engines with your market. So here's some other assets that we can do. Customer reviews, we talked about it. Testimonials, okay. You know, one of the things too is when we think about this, I think about, and I did put this one in here, and that is case studies. And you know, you could do a mini case study with each customer review. Okay, customer reviews are one thing. Testimonials are a little bit different. Customer reviews are, they did a great job, this, that, and the other. But kind of testimonials are that thing we talked about with a business card. You know, I mean, a little index card, you hand it to them. Here's the 3 things I'd like for you to comment about. Why did you choose this? What was your experience with us? And would you choose, others recommend us? Would you recommend us to your family and friends? That really gets into more of kind of a testimonial, where a customer review can say, oh, you know, the office staff was great, this, that, and the other, but we call those testimonials case studies. Okay, so what do you call them, case studies or testimonials? Those are the things that we want. And we talked about video reviews and how you can make videos to get reviews. I think those are powerful. You ever get video reviews, Brandon?
They're a little harder to get. I'm not in the field, and I've tried to incentivize our inspectors to get them, and they just don't.
I'll tell you what happens is, I think a system, this is a system, and I was talking to Jacques and Rashima about this same thing, and their inspectors don't really do it either. And so the reason why people say to you, and if you've ever asked, you know, I've asked a million times, and I would hear that people say, well, my hair is not looking good, or I'm not really wearing a nice outfit to be on video. But you know what they're really saying? We don't know what to say. Okay, so we got this little 3x5 index card, same thing. Here's, Ms. Jones, here's all I want you to do today is address in your own words why you chose us over everybody else. And then what was your experience with us today? And would you refer us to your family and friends? That's all you got to say. So on the driveway, I give them that little 3x5 index card. And then what happens, they're looking at it during the inspection. I can do this. I can do this. And then they're more inclined to do it. Okay, but it's really, they don't know what to say. Okay, and that, if you give them what they need to say, now they got a mental hook to hang their hat on, they will more, you will get more.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're not going to get everybody, get that. Okay, so you're not going to get everybody, but online ratings, community awards. I know Malcolm was gotten best of the best in Chattanooga for home inspector, like 2 or 3 years. Rob Dobahue did, you know, a bunch of the guys did. Why aren't we promoting that online? I mean, if you're voted best of the best, you must be something.
Yeah.
You know, you're probably not garbage, you know, so you can probably do a thorough inspection. And then how about social media mentions? When somebody mentions you're a great company on social media.
Oh yeah.
How about when you do it for real estate agents?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what happens is, you know, William, one of the things he did was he asked the home buyer to comment on, give the customer, the real estate agent a review. And then what he would do is he would publish that client's review about their real estate agent on social media. And do you think the agents like that?
Yeah.
You've just extended their reach and you've just given them a great review.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So when you start thinking about reputation marketing, it's about taking our digital assets and getting them to other places. Okay, now your physical assets are how many bathrooms you got. You know, you got two assets in a house, you got three, but
Yeah.
we're talking about digital assets. Okay, so get up off your asset and get some of these digital assets made.
There you
Okay.
go.
So I think these are just, I get excited about, you know, reputation marketing because in the old days, you know, we got, here's how we did it, Brandon. We had a card in there and it said, had a measuring tape on the card, went up the side and said, how did we measure up? And
Mm-hmm.
and the first thing we did, we had a little bitty box for them to write thing. Well, people were turning it over and writing on the back. Okay. Then I said, ooh, we need to give them a lot more space to work. Then what happened was there was no such thing as social media or anything like that. And we'd have to put them on the website. So we would have to we put their name and address and all that stuff. So people that came to the website would see them. Okay. And then what we would do is we'd send that original that the client wrote to the real estate agent. Said, here's what your client thought about our inspection. Today it's so much easier. Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
But I ask home inspectors all the time. They'll say, well, Ken, I've got some reviews. And I said, great. Where are they? What are you doing with them? He said, well, they're on my computer. And I'm like, well, how's the customer supposed to see that? They got access to your computer? And he said, no, but you know, then that's it. You know, you know, it's just like when I talk to other small business owners, they don't do it either. They don't get this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, somebody in the Google 3-pack has 800 reviews. I mean, Dave and Strand's probably got 1,000 or more reviews. We got other ones that have more than 1,000 reviews.
Yeah.
Because they ask for it each and every time. Some are video reviews, some are written reviews, but those things make a big old difference. So all these kind of things, and there's a whole other bunch of other things we could have put here, but I just didn't want to bore you with it. We will have additional information underneath these videos, I'll assure you. So what does reputation mean to your business? What does it mean to your business, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically what you said before. It's what everyone around you in town, you know, perceives you. And so you want to control that and make sure that it's a positive perception, right?
How about that old 5-star thing? Does that work out pretty well? You think people are conditioned for that?
Oh yeah, everybody knows what a 5-star is now. A 5-star anything.
Yeah, I mean 5-star anything. That buzzword has caught on, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the word narrative. You know, that really caught on. Nobody said narrative when I grew up, but you know what happens is that's a new buzzword. But 5-star, whatever, that means your best service offering.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is when we're doing, you know, that kind of program, you know, they're, you know, our comprehensive package, our 5-star package, that's what we call it that. But when you get 5-star reviews, that's really it. Now, what about 4-star reviews? When you get those, what do you think about that?
I'm okay with those. It makes me, you know, gives maybe a little bit of feedback and maybe that we're a little more human than just being perfect.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you know, 4-star reviews, when I read them, I'm often thinking, why wasn't that a 5-star review? But a lot of people just won't give 5-star. So I
Yeah.
really sum 4 and 5-star when I'm looking at somebody's reviews. And I'll say, okay, I'll go in and look at the 4s. Okay, these should have been 5. So, you know, 80-90% of their clients were completely satisfied.
Yeah.
With, you know, you always get a negative Nelly, and that's good too. We talked about it on another video. You know, that makes your profile look more real.
Yeah.
You can't please everybody. And if you're in business, you know that for a fact. You know, I think what happens is this is one that I don't think people realize enough. This, when you're talking about reputation and where you publish it and what you say, this includes public opinion on the company's products and services. But this is the component I should have highlighted: how well you treat your employees.
Yeah.
Okay. Why wouldn't your employees write a review about your firm, about what a great place it is to work? Okay, that's good. And when you publish your employees out there working in Keller Williams Red Day, what does that say to the community? Okay, we treat our employees well, we treat our people that we do business with well, we do this, that, and the other well. Okay, so Coach William had a guy that was looking for a job in the Louisville area. And he had 2 or 3 home inspectors he was considering. And the reason why he chose Coach Williams' firm is because he thought they had a better online presence, and he saw their 5-star reviews. He read them. He said, this is really a good company. The other company didn't have an online presence that was good, and their reviews were mixed.
Yeah.
Okay, so employees will join your firm if your reputation, but if you don't put that stuff out there, how's anybody going to see it? You know, it's crazy. So reputation means everything. So you already said it was important to your business, right? If you think that you had no reviews, would anybody use you?
Not as much.
I have a little story about that. So I say there's three kind of reviews. There's good review. I mean, there's a good reputation, a bad reputation. There's no reputation. Okay, and no reputation is as bad as a bad reputation, because if somebody won't write your reviews, you must suck.
Yeah.
You know, your services are horrible. So this lady wrote this thing. I was doing some online research for reviews with different inspection companies across the country, and this one lady wrote this review that said, this guy had no reviews, but he had a pretty good website. So I think I'm just going to give him a try. So I gave him a try, and he was actually quite good. So I wrote him a review so other people would know he's good. So hopefully he'll get some more reviews.
Yeah.
So the customer recognized the value of reviews and helped the guy out. I mean, I had, in all the reviews I have read, thousands, hundreds of thousands of reviews. I never saw that before. I mean, that was awesome. Now, maybe he wrote it himself. I don't know, but that it was on somebody else's account. Maybe it was his ex-wife. No, it was current wife. His ex-wife wouldn't say that nice thing. So when people have 800 reviews and you have two, you know, you've been in business since 1997, you have 2 reviews.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the things too, William, I'm William, I got William on the mind, Brandon, how about how recent your reviews are? Do you look at that?
I think that's important. Yeah.
I looked at you 5 years ago and you had good reviews then, hadn't seen anything since. Oh my gosh, they must have gone downhill. Maybe they got new management. Maybe they're not even in business anymore. You know, so I mean, that to me is really unbelievably good. So how about this? Somebody gives you a review and then you don't say anything. You just take the review and you don't respond or anything. How do you think people feel about that?
I mean, I think people want to see the engagement and appreciation for that, right? And so it's a daily thing that we're always checking for our reviews, and if there's something good, or if there's any at all, we'll respond to them pretty much immediately.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that a few years ago I saw hotels starting to do it, and I said, this is a damn good idea here. So then we teach that, you know, this is how it works, and people appreciate it. Millennials, one of the things about it is when you look at the behavior of millennials, they want to help you co-create your brand. That's a good thing. You know what that means? They want to give you feedback on how to make your brand better. That's really what that means. And so when they give you a review and you don't respond at all, they kind of offended. And really, honestly, I can see it because I have written some fantastic reviews for companies that I thought were just outstanding. And I included some video and some photos in the review. And the owner really thanked me for going to that length for you know, saying what was good about their firm.
Yeah.
And so if he hadn't done that, you know, I'd have never given him another review ever, because I was really helping him get the message out in the community that I thought they were an exceptional company.
Yeah.
So you know, you don't have to go as far as a video response, but some kind of response. Now, when we talk about this strategy for a minute, how can the business owner fail this strategy? You got any ideas on that? How do they fail this strategy? This is one of the things. Sometimes the strategy failed the home inspector. Sometimes the home inspector failed the strategy. But I think that if you have somebody that just types in a canned response.
Yeah, that was the point I was thinking of is, you know, it gives us an opportunity to highlight something in that review that they really appreciated about us. So it could be, you know, the inspector was great, you know, it could be the report was fantastic, you know, whatever it is, your response really ought to include, you know, highlight that again, so that as people are reading that review and then our response, they see again we reinforce the things that they loved about our company, right?
So if you use canned responses, that's terrible. And I see canned responses from dentist's office and other things. I'm like, yeah, that's ridiculous. That's a joke. That's not, you've really failed that strategy. But one of the things that happens is Google loves reviews because they think you're a better company and they really love when you respond to them. So here's an opportunity to include some keyword phrases. You know, thank you for those kind words about our Idaho Falls home inspection. Now you've used a city and the words home inspection. You know, we were really excited to see that you liked the video wrap up at the end of the inspection. So if you have any friends or family in the community, we would be honored to serve them as well. Now it's a call to action. We want you to refer us business.
Yeah.
So you can take those reviews and be thankful, but also be smart when you craft the review.
Mhm.
But I bet you could develop a system where you, the owner, don't have to do it.
Yeah, I don't do
Somebody
it.
else, yes, yeah, there you go, Brandon. You know, I don't do half this stuff. You know, somebody
Yeah.
said, Kim, what about this website change? And I'm like, can you talk to Beth and her team? Because, you know, it's been a long time since I made a change like that. And I'm liable to mess you straight up. You know, I know how it works, but I don't know the technical aspects. Remember, that's the fatal heart attack, you know, owning, you know, the fatal, you know, seizure. And,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a marketer, and I know how we work, but I don't need to know every detail, which button to push.
Right.
I know how we run a business, you know, and that's the way it works. But I think, again, reviews, trustworthy and honesty of your business. I mean, if you don't have reviews, or you don't have any reviews, or you have a few reviews, or you hadn't got updated reviews, people aren't looking at you in a very positive manner. Reputation market is a way to make you shine. Okay. You're not saying it about yourself, others are. Okay. So that's really something. You know, they pay more attention to you, they stay loyal. I mean, if you say thank you to people, that really engages in a brand fan. When
Yeah.
they write you a nice review and you engage, you're starting to build a brand fan.